We've all been there. Whether you're on a date or meeting someone new, trying to make the right impression is key, especially when it comes to high-value men. But sometimes, what you don't do is just as important as what you do. In fact, there are certain behaviors and mistakes that can completely sabotage your chances of attracting a high-value man. In today's video, we're going to break down what not to do when trying to attract high-value men. These are the key missteps that can push high-value men away, and by avoiding them, you'll have a much better chance of standing out and building a real connection. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to avoid the common traps that so many women fall into when dating high-value men. Welcome to the Trophy Wife's Guide to Life, where I teach you how to attract, secure, and thrive in relationships with high-value men. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because we have so many exciting videos coming up, like how to make a high-value man see you as his only option and the key to balancing confidence and femininity in relationships. Plus, if you haven't already, check out our 3-part video course on how to secure a high-value man. It's packed with actionable tips that will transform your dating life. Now let's dive into what not to do when trying to attract high-value men. Mistake number 1, being too eager or overly available. One of the biggest mistakes women make when trying to attract high-value men is being too eager or overly available. High-value men are used to women vying for their attention, so when you're always available at the drop of a hat or too quick to respond, it can make you seem less desirable. Remember, high-value men are drawn to women who have their own lives, goals, and standards. When you make yourself too available, it sends the message that you're prioritizing him over everything else, even before you've built a real connection. This can come across as needy or desperate, which is the opposite of what high-value men are looking for. Instead, show that you're selective with your time. Have boundaries, maintain your own life, and let him see that your attention is something to be earned. High-value men are attracted to women who are confident and self-assured, and part of that confidence is knowing when to say no and not being at his beck and call. In one of our upcoming videos, we'll cover how to stay mysterious and keep him intrigued without playing games, so make sure you're subscribed. Mistake number 2, talking too much about yourself. It's natural to want to impress a high-value man by showcasing your accomplishments, but one major mistake is talking too much about yourself. While it's important to share who you are, you also need to give him space to talk about his life, his interests, and his goals. High-value men are often leaders or high achievers, and they want to be with someone who is genuinely interested in what they have to say. When you dominate the conversation, it can come across as self-centered or uninterested in his perspective. High-value men are used to being around confident, successful people, so trying too hard to prove yourself can actually backfire. Instead, focus on asking thoughtful questions and showing genuine curiosity about his life. Be a great listener and engage in conversations that flow naturally. When you balance talking about yourself with showing interest in him, you'll come across as confident yet humble, which is exactly what high-value men find attractive. In a future video, we'll dive deeper into the art of conversation and how to keep a high-value man captivated. So stay tuned. Mistake number 3, being overly materialistic. High-value men live in a world of luxury and success, but one of the quickest ways to turn them off is by being overly materialistic. If you're constantly talking about money, designer items, or expensive vacations, it can make it seem like you're more interested in his wealth than in him as a person. Wealthy men are cautious about women who come across as gold diggers. They want to know that you're interested in them for more than what they can provide financially. While it's okay to enjoy the finer things in life, don't make materialism the focal point of your conversations or your relationship. Instead, focus on building an emotional connection and showing him that you're with him for who he is, not for his bank account. When you demonstrate that you value deeper qualities like his character, values, and ambitions, he'll feel more secure knowing you're in it for the right reasons. In an upcoming video, we'll discuss how to enjoy a luxury lifestyle without coming across as materialistic, so make sure you're subscribed. Mistake number 4, trying too hard to impress. Another common mistake when trying to attract a high-value man is trying too hard to impress him. Whether it's through over-the-top gestures, constantly talking about your accomplishments, or trying to show off, this can come across as insecure or even desperate. High-value men are already surrounded by success, power, and prestige. What stands out to them is a woman who is confident and secure in who she is, without the need to constantly seek validation. You don't have to prove your worth to him by trying too hard. He'll be more impressed by someone who is comfortable in her own skin. Instead, focus on being authentic. Let your natural qualities shine through without trying to overcompensate. Be confident in what you bring to the table, and trust that he'll notice your value without you having to force it. High-value men are drawn to authenticity, and the less you try to impress, the more he'll be intrigued by your quiet confidence. In one of our upcoming videos, we'll explore how to let your true self shine without feeling the need to compete. So stay tuned. Mistake number 5, not setting boundaries. One of the most attractive qualities to a high-value man is a woman who knows her worth and sets boundaries. Unfortunately, a major mistake women make when dating high-value men is not establishing boundaries early on. This can lead to a dynamic where you feel like you're always accommodating him without getting what you need from the relationship. High-value men respect women who are clear about their boundaries, whether it's about how you want to be treated, how much time you're willing to give, or your expectations for the relationship. If you let him take control of every aspect of the relationship without asserting your own needs, he may lose respect for you over time. Instead, be clear about your standards and what you expect from a relationship. High-value men appreciate women who are assertive without being confrontational. Setting boundaries shows that you value yourself and aren't afraid to walk away if those boundaries aren't respected. In one of our upcoming videos, we'll dive deeper into how to set and maintain boundaries in high-value relationships, so make sure you're subscribed. Now that you know what not to do when trying to attract high-value men, it's time to focus on the strategies that will make you stand out. Avoid being too eager. Focus on balanced conversations. Steer clear of materialism. Don't try too hard to impress, and make sure to set clear boundaries. When you follow these guidelines, you'll create an air of confidence, mystery, and intrigue that high-value men can't resist. If you found this video helpful, be sure to check out our 3-part video course on how to secure a high-value man. It's filled with tips that will help you build the kind of relationship you deserve. Whether it's intentional or it slips out casually, talking about your ex on a date is one of the quickest ways to sabotage the vibe. Another major red flag to watch out for is if his past relationships have ended in drama, or if he's been involved in public disputes. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, because we have even more exciting content coming up. Like how to make a wealthy man invest in you emotionally and financially, and the secret traits that high-value men find irresistible. Stick around. Your journey to mastering high-value relationships is just getting started. I'll see you in the next video.